Yo, what is up, guys? Lofton TCG here. I am doing something completely new. To preface this video, I have some absolutely insane, crazy stories that have happened in my life. My friends, when I tell them about them or the life experiences that I've had, they're just sometimes jaw dropping. So I kind of wanted to start like a little side series I'm going to put in a playlist of just like IRL happenings, IRL events, things that have just happened to me. So I can also have that just alongside to help you guys get to know me better, and just put a little bit more personality into the channel. So with that being said, this past weekend I went to Lost Lands. It's an EDM festival, which is like very heavy stuff. If you guys don't know anything about it, that's basically what it is. If you guys do know what it is about, then it's like one of the top festivals to go to in America. And I went there this weekend. It was in Columbus, Ohio. So I was there for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, this is the story of how I have been the most down bad that I have ever been in my entire life. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they go fine, and it's Sunday. This event has happened Sunday. Sunday, it is 9 o'clock. I'm off my ass, and I'm like group hopping. You know, the people that I went there to meet up with or whatever, we just didn't really hang out Sunday, and that's fine. It's just you can hang out with anybody at these types of festivals, and you're gonna make friends. So that's what I did. I kind of group hopped. I just started meeting other people. And at one point, I met like 3 or 4 people, and we all just kind of exchanged numbers with the mindset of, hey, if we all get separated later, we're going to text each other, like, we'll just meet back up. But keep in mind, at this festival, there's, like, no cell phone service. So if, like, you get a text in, it's super rare. Like, it's super rare because there's so many people in this area, and it's, like, in a forest, honestly. So that was at, like, 9 o'clock. Fast forward to midnight, and I get a text from a number that there's no name on my phone. And it says, hey, where you at? And I said, hey, I'm over here. I said, hey, come meet me here. So I'm stumbling around trying to figure out exactly where this is because I haven't been to this stage the entire weekend. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, where is this? I get there. There's like this big rock, whatever. And they're like, hey, I'm standing there. So I go and look, and I'm looking, and I'm like, this person looks familiar. Hey, were you just texting me? He's like, I don't know, was I? And I show them my phone. It's like, oh yeah, that was me. And I go, okay. And she goes, you're not the person I thought I was texting, though. I thought I was texting one of the girls that gave me her number. And I go, oh, well, no big deal. Hey, that's not a problem. Whatever. She goes, well, since you're here, like let's just go finish this set. I was like, yeah, let's just go finish this set. And here's where things get interesting. So as we've maneuvered, there's probably like 2,000-3,000 people in this one area, and we're all like shoulder to shoulder. So as we're moving forward to get closer to the stage, we finally found a spot, and we're just chilling there for like 5 minutes. Nothing crazy. We're literally just standing next to each other, and somebody piles through us. And I look back, and I was thinking like it would be more than one person, because usually when people are like pushing through or whatever, there's more than one person. And it was just a girl, and I look at her, and I was like, hey, are you good? She said, yeah. I said, are you by yourself? She goes, yeah, I'm by myself. She said, are you by yourself? I said, yeah, I'm by myself. And I was like, you came here by yourself? She said, yeah. So where are you from? She told me where she's from. And she's like, this is my first Lost Lands. I love going to festivals. I'm even camping. So camping at these festivals, it's just like a campground that's near the festival. You take your car there, take an RV there, whatever. And you stay there, you sleep there, and then you're just like closer to the festival, essentially. So I was like, oh, that's really interesting. Okay, cool. That's whatever. She's like, yeah, are you camping? He's like, no, I'm in a hotel, which means I'm like 40 minutes away from the festival, and I have to like get on a shuttle to take me to the festival. So all said and done, we're sitting there talking for like 10 minutes. And at one point she goes, hey, I'm about to go to the front of the stage. Like, I want to get closer. Do you want my number? I go, I want your number. Give me your number. So she takes my phone, puts her number in my phone. I'm like, all right, cool. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I want to get closer to the front of the stage. Like, I want to get closer. So she's like, all right, cool. Come with me. So I did. I go with her. We're vibing. We're like 4 rows back from the front. We're hanging out. We're chilling. The music is crazy, loud, bumping. And at one point, we're just kind of like staring at each other and dancing. And she just looks at me and she goes, do you want to kiss me? And I go, yeah. Yeah, I do. I want to do exactly that. So we kind of just started going at it in the middle of this festival, and it was just it just kept happening, and it just kept happening. So probably about like 45 minutes or an hour pass, and she's like, I have to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom so bad. Do not move, because like I will not be able to find you, and you can't. There, you just cannot find somebody. There's no like I said, no cell phone service, and it's just crowded. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stay right here. 10 minutes go by. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's probably hard to get back down to the area because, like I said, there's like 2,000-3,000 people just in this one area. An hour passes. Don't hear anything from her. Doesn't show up. So I was like, honestly, no big deal. I've got her number. I'm gonna shoot her a text. We were talking about hanging out after the festival, so I was like, yeah, I'll just shoot her a text. No big deal. So get done with the festival. I'm leaving the festival. I shoot her a text. No response. I get in my Lyft to go back home because I decided to go on a Lyft instead of a shuttle because the Lyft was faster and it was faster. It was cold. Move the shuttle, text her one more time, or in the Uber, text her one more time, no response. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe she passed out. Maybe she got drunk, passed out, whatever. Because she was drinking already beforehand, so whatever. Get to the room, I pass out, wake up in the morning, no text or anything, so I call the number that she gave me. I call it, the voicemail is not her name, not her voice. And I'm like, okay. What happened? Can't figure it out. So I am. This is boys. This is where the down bad starts. Like I have never been so down bad. I'm driving home, back to Indiana from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm thinking like, man, I gotta find this girl. Like I gotta find this girl. Like I just know there was something there. Like I understand that it was at a festival. People get drunk. People get fucked up. But like just like when you know like there's something. There's just something. And I was like, I gotta find this girl. So the first thing I do is I go post a video. I had a video of her dancing with me, and I posted it on Twitter. I tagged some of the artists that performed that night or that weekend. I said, hey, if anybody can help me find so-and-so, I had their name and from where they're from. This is her. I will buy your 2023 Lost Lands ticket if you could get me in contact with her. Video after like an hour or so got like 3,000 views. No hits. I'm like, okay, whatever. Text my buddy. Text my good buddy, who's basically like a detective at this point. Like he's super smart. He's an IT guy, and this is his thing. So I sent him her number, her name, her middle name. That's all I had was her name, her middle name, her first name, middle name, the number she gave me, and where she's from, the state she's from. And I said, "This is all I got, dude." And he goes, "These are the numbers that I got back that are registered to that name, like to that first name in that area code." And I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna text him. Whatever." Texted like 11 numbers, no hits. I'm like, okay, no big deal. Never give up. Whatever it takes. So my next step was I go on Instagram, and when you go to somebody's page, you can check who follows them if they're a public account. So I went to the EDM artist that I was listening to that weekend, like Rez, Lost Lands Officials, things like that, and I just typed in her name and just seeing if it would pop up. Nothing. And I'm like, okay. Down bad. I'm down bad. Next course of action, I download Tinder, pay for Tinder Gold to change my location to Oklahoma, and just start swiping to see if I can just see if she pops up. Because this whole time, now keep in mind, this whole time I'm just thinking like, I gotta find her. Like I have to find. Even if she's like, yo, bro, leave me alone. I'm like, I just gotta find her. I need her to say, leave me alone. So, I'm having the gut feeling, too, this whole time, like she might have accidentally given me the wrong number, because my lead suspicion is nobody says, hey, do you want my number? And proceeds to give you a wrong number. Like, I didn't ask for her number at first. It wasn't an unwarranted number exchange. So, this whole time I'm thinking, like, bro, she had to give me the wrong number. I'm like, I just gotta find her. So I swipe, nothing. I don't find anything. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just come back to this like every day and do this for a little bit every day until I find her. And then I get this genius idea because I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I've seen the internet work wonders. I'm going to make a Reddit post. So I go in the subreddits, EDM, raves, and Lost Lands. Millions of people in these. And I just make a post essentially saying like, hey, I was looking for this person. I saw the Lost Lands. This is what happened. And, if you guys can get me in contact with her somehow, like, again, I'll buy your 2023 Lost Lands bracelet. And sure enough, The comments were like 50-50. Like, I got a lot of traction within an hour or so. Like, 300 upvotes, like, super fast, hundreds of comments. And they were 50-50. Like, hey, bro, I hope you find her or whatever. Like, hey, good luck, this and that. And then the other side was, bro, that's creepy. Bro, like, leave her alone. Bro, she gave you the wrong number on purpose. Like, just, that happens. It's a festival thing. Everybody has this story. And I'm like, okay, but, like, you just can't tell me how that moment felt. You can't, right? You just can't. And so I went off my gut feeling. And then somebody commented, like, hey, try the app Radiate. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And essentially, it's Tinder for raves. So I was like, okay, cool. I download the app. And the first thing I see is, like, you can search group chats that are named something. So the first thing I thought of was searching the Lost Land group chat. And I did, and there was 6,000 people in there. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, that's awesome. And I just asked, like, hey, I just got this app. Is it normal for people to come onto this app and, like, look for somebody they think they lost or had a connection with? And literally just, like, 20s people were like, yeah, no, that's super normal. Happens every festival. I'm like, okay, cool. Little did I know that this app, if you go to the search bar and just type somebody's name, like just a name, anybody with that name on that app's name pops up. Doesn't matter. Sure enough, she was the 10th name down from the top. I saw the name, instantly clicked it. You have an option, like when you go to like match with somebody, that you can send a message. And I was just like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, because I guess I don't know if you got too drunk. I don't know. But you gave me your number, and I think it might have been wrong. 2 hours goes by, and I get a message back from her. And she's like, Chris, I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. I was wondering, like what happened, and I sent her the number that she sent me, and she goes, oh my God, that's the wrong number. And she missed it by 1 digit. She fat-fingered a 6 instead of a 7. And she's like, the whole night I kept thinking, like, why didn't he text me? Like, I thought we had a connection. Like, what's going on? Like, what is this? And I was like, what? That is crazy. And, hear me out. So she didn't even have the app Radiate on her phone at the time. The person she camped next to at the festival, she didn't know this person, but she knew them when she was there, because they talked, because they were like neighbors. She goes, hey, yeah, a girl Snapchatted me, my camp neighbor. She sent me your Reddit post and said, hey, is this about you? And she's like, oh my God, yeah, I think that's me. And she's like, I re-downloaded Radiate, and I saw that you messaged me, and now here I am. Now I'm talking to you. And we spent the rest of the night talking about it. And she had just crashed in Illinois on the way back to wherever she's from. And she essentially was like, oh man, if I didn't have to leave at 11 in the morning, I would, I'd like, it'd be cool if you just came and like hung out with me for the night or something. And I was like, I would totally do that. Like, actually, I'm even offering to do that. And whatever. So we say our goodbyes on the phone, wake up in the morning, shoot her a text, and then I end up getting a text like 2 in the afternoon. It's like, hey, I'm so sorry. I woke up at 10. I was so tired. I actually ended up staying another night here. I actually, to stay another night because I'm just so tired. And after I called down to the front, I rolled over and went back to bed. Is the offer for you to come out here for the day still there? Instantly said yes. Went and packed a bag. Drove out to her. We spent the day together, and it was awesome. Now, YouTube, if you take anything from this story, it can be from both sides. Side number one, yo, that's really creepy. That's a creepy thing to do. Don't do that. Or side number two, hey, I have a gut feeling that what I was feeling wasn't like imaginary, but I need to explore this. Like, I need to figure it out. Don't let people on the internet tell you that you're wrong for feeling a certain way, because they're not there. Their own experiences are not always your experience. And furthermore, to point out like what had happened that night when she never returned, all of her alcohol that she was drinking before she got into like the area where she bumped into me hit her like when she went to the bathroom. and she got sick, and she just went back to her campground thinking like, oh, I would just text her like when the festival was over. She thought it was super sweet. She thought it was super considerate, the fact that I even put the effort in to look for her. And at the same time, I'm like, look, listen, it was either going to go really good or really bad. There was no in between. But everything worked out. The power of Reddit figured it out. And honestly, this is like the craziest, most down bad story I have ever had in my life. If you have ever been down bad in a situation before, like, just TLDR me in the comments, because I have a lot of stories like this. Nothing is like down bad as that, but I've got a lot of crazy stories that I want to start putting out here on YouTube for you guys to just be like, yo, what the is your life? So until next time, guys, thank you.